Hello everyone. This is a breakdown of the process that I rigged this spear, and I want to just explain how it is done. This video is not a tutorial on how to do it because realistically it's not possible to make a tutorial. It involves in many different workflow and script and etc. So it's not a tutorial, it's just a breakdown. So let's start with our beer in this scene, and I apologize for the noise of my GPU.
Mobile.
First of all, I noticed that in Unreal 5.4 rendering has improved. Path tracing rendering. If I switch to path tracing, it gives me a really good quality, and as you can see, it doesn't take much time to complete the good quality image, and I will get something like that. And previously I rendered the monkey, if you remember, but it took a lot of time to render, and it was still noisy and flickery. But this one is actually very good. I think the post-processing that added some noise, this random noises, is helpful because I didn't change it much. I just wanted to render it out. So I think it's a good idea to keep it on, so it just kind of reduce the noise. But I think something fundamentally has changed in this version because my sample rate was 10 by 10, and it turned out that it was high because the image was perfect. Anyway, after this introduction for rendering, let's get into the animation. So this is our beer, and
If you're
it's kind of slow when the hair is on,
interested in
and
learning,
I'm going to hide the hair or fur. So I'm selecting the fur, and here I'm typing vis for visibility, and I'm hiding the fur. So let's watch it again without having the fur, and I'm going to full screen mode, and let's watch it together once again.
I am a metahuman, the next generation of digital human powered by Unreal Engine. Metahumans are high-fidelity digital characters created by you, the user, on our new content creation platform, Metahuman Creator. I am fully rigged, ready for animation and motion capture, allowing you to work in context. With everything running live in Unreal Engine, my motion works seamlessly
on other characters. I have 8 levels of detail and have been tested on a wide range of hardware platforms, from feature film to mobile. If you're interested in learning about my animation rig or high-fidelity deformations, built on control rig, the new strand-based hair system via the groom component, or how everything is tied together and animated in sequencer, then have a look under the hood in this project. This is just a glimpse of things to come.
Okay. The reason that I wanted to show you without fur is that it looks much better without fur. The corner of the lips looks much better because I spent a lot of time to fix those corners. But after adding the fur, the deformation of the fur is not good. I'm not sure how can I fix it. I can fix it. but this is something to keep in mind if you have some sharp deformation on small geometries. The fur on that area may look not as desirable. So let's take a look at the Maya file. So this is my starting point. First thing first, obviously it's a different topology. It's not a metahuman topology. And it couldn't be because the mouth is prolonged and you cannot use the metahuman topology. It's not suitable for this character. And even if you do with tools that take metahuman topology and rig the character, it's not possible to rig such a character. And other than that reason that you need appropriate topology, the other reason is that for a metahuman face, for a humanoid face, let's say the corner of the mouth is here and here. So when you have a O shape or poker shape, the corner slightly goes to move along the x-axis and y-axis, so it would be something like that. For the beer, it's not possible because we want the corner to move along the in this scene, which is z up, we should say y-axis, or this way. We don't want the corner to go in and out for a beer. And also we want the poker to happen in this area rather than a human face that happens in on all the area of the lip. But for the lip of the for our beer, we want the poker to happen in this area, not happening here. So it's a little bit different. It cannot be done by just changing topology and using the tools. So I came up with an idea, and probably I'm going to change this workflow later and improve it. But what I did is actually I attached this locator to the vertices of a metahuman face. And then these are wire deformer that has been attached to the face, and these clusters controlling the wire, and this cluster by a script is controlled by these locators that is attached to the face. And by the way, this script that I wrote, not in this scene, I actually lost the scene that actually does the proper thing, only applies for this cluster, which is responsible of the corner of the mouth, only applies the y-axis and disregard the x-axis. And also it can increase the amount of y-axis that usually normally doesn't happen if it's just connected to the corner of the mouth. So, and also I was able to adjust this, and I said it's not the final version, so I have no, actually yes, I have the multiplier here, and let's see, but I have not changed them. You see that multiplier on x is 0 and on y is, which actually is z, for some reason it's z. I'm not sure why should it be z. So z means this way, and if I increase it something like that, 5, and you see if I do a poker, Didn't work. I'm not sure why, because it's a long time ago. And as I said, I lost the actual scene. But the idea is I want to be able to control how much this cluster move. And for example, this area, these clusters, I want different um, different setting. And for example, on this area, I want the motion of up and down to be higher. So this is how I achieve that. And if you look at the face of the beer, and so this is how it works. That's how I can get the poker that I want. And of course, it's only for the lip. Also, I want you to know to pay attention to of distribution of the cluster. This cluster has a much greater distance from this to this, rather these clusters that are kind of accumulated on the front of the face. That's how that I want it to be. So I will have the poker happening here in this area rather than here. So after that, and make sure this is the final stage. And it had multiple scenes, and I'm not going to go through each one, but I'm going to explain how I did it. So I added some resolution for the face only, and one thing that I wanted to have was opening mouth, which was not possible if I was using the topology change or something like that. So it's completely made by hand. And I open the mouth and I change the blend shape for the mouth. And I change each blend shape. A lot of blend shape I like for the poker area, which is super tricky because you want to apply the blend shape on this area and half of the blend shape on the middle, so when the two are combined you will have a complete poker. And so there also for the eyebrows, here's the interesting part. It was made by applying some other cluster and deformer, and I control the amount of the movement for the eyebrow, which is completely different for this face. I wanted much greater movement, and many of the shapes I just made it from scratch. I couldn't use it because I couldn't use the automatically made shapes. And especially for this area, I spent a lot of time sculpting the corner of the face, and when for this one, it should go higher. It should be different than this. The cluster method wouldn't do that for me, because for example, I don't want this to go super low, but I want this to go higher. So I ended up to manually adjust them, and this one especially I want it to be higher. And now look at the poker we have, and when I'm opening the mouth, you see this shape is not possible by the Metahuman topology, and it's completely made by hand. And now let's take a look at the character in a different scene. If I bring the character here and I want to show you something interesting. So if I so first of all, it has the Metahuman control rig. It doesn't need to have that because in the latest version of Unreal, you can actually make control rig for any character without hassle with modular control rig, which is super easy. But because I wanted to use the Metahuman animation on it, I stick to Metahuman control rig, and also it's much easier for a game scenario that later I will show you. I don't in upcoming videos. That you can actually treat this like a metahuman, like a normal metahuman. You don't need to retarget it, and it works. And for whatever reason, the okay, the placement of this control rig is off because I migrated the character into another scene into the scene of metahuman animation. So let's go to see the interesting stuff. Here's the eyes, and the interesting thing that I made for this rig was this tongue. So he has a tongue that you can full control. You see, limitless. So I want to make some animation for the tongue that he is actually licking his nose like a beer. So let's actually make an animation. Okay, and I'm going to get the tongue out. And here it needs to be a little bit. And you see, it's very easy to do a licking pose. Or maybe I can delete this and having something in between. Yeah, it looks good already here. And this controller. I just want to show you the control rig. And now I'm able to do the leaking that I was looking for. And this and here. So here is there's animation. It's so our beer has a tongue, a very interesting tongue. So in case he wants to eat some honey or something, he's able to do that. And so in the comment section, somebody asked if we need to have always one eye, two eyes. Can we do it for a character that has only one eye? Actually, absolutely, we can do it for one eye because we are not limited to topology. And in fact, I have done a project for a character with multiple eyes. It was like alien like a character, and all the eyes would work together. So again, this is not meta pipe or anything like that, because I believe that it's impossible to do cartoony character with MetaPipe or any other tool. This is what I do. This is my service. I can rig a character in a very stylish way that works with this amazing magical technology, which is the Metahuman rig and animator. Metahuman animator. I mean, people really don't appreciate how important this is, because you can simply record your face and put it on a character. You know how hard it is to make animation traditionally in a traditional way, and how time consuming it is, and also the end result is not as good. I believe that for the face, recording a face is absolutely enough for any stylish character, but still we need to make the animation in traditional way, or hand animation, keyframe animation for body, because it's not still there. We need some stylish movement, and maybe in the future we will have some technology that we can easily use that technology to make body movement. Actually, there are some. For example, Cascader, you can use Cascader. There are some other AI tools coming, and I will cover them if they are good for this type of work. I will do it, and I'm also going to make some interesting animation with the help of my friends for this character, and I will show you the potential of this. Thank you very much, and please stay tuned and subscribe to my channel, because I'm always looking for new stuff, great technologies, and I'm trying to know which one is actually the real deal, which one is actually useful, and I'm not showing different stuff just because they have AI tag on them. I will show you what is actually useful, what is good for production, and so far, I believe that Metahuman is not appreciated by the industry. Like, this tool is magical. This tool has a lot of potential. It's incredibly hard to make a rig for face and then prepare it for motion capture for the face. It's incredibly hard, and like, it costs, I don't know, maybe like the $20,000 or something for making one character. But now you have this technology that you can apply it on any character, and right now. The crazy thing is that we can do it motion capture on the stylish character, which is, I believe this is the most important part of it. Because if you want to transfer motion capture on a face, on a character, you want to have the same exact face. But because the way Metahuman works is through a control rig, you can apply the animation on any face. Thank you very much for watching.